U.S. orders embassy workers out of Beirut ahead of possible Syria strike. World News. MSN. Outlook. More. Autos. My MSN. Video. Careers and jobs. Personals. Weather. Bellish. Quotes. White pages. Games. Real estate. Wonderwall. Horoscopes. Shopping. Yellow pages. Local edition. Traffic. Feedback. Maps and directions. Travel. Full MSN index. Bing. News.com. Today. Nightly news. Meet the press. Dateline. MSNBC. Breaking news. Newsvine. Home. U.S. World. Politics. Business. Sports. Entertainment. Health. Tech. Science. Travel. Local. Weather. Advertise vertical bracket ad choices. Recommended. Egypt's largest Christian community threatened as Islamists take over town. Recommended. Protests ahead of Moscow vote as Putin critic Navalny surges in polls. Recommended. Obama will address country on Syria, calls crisis threat to global peace. Recommended. Last remaining witness to Hitler's final hours dies aged 96. Header point top underscore header left curly bracket background image URL http://cd.lib.newsvine.com/chrome/worldnewsfromcheese/images/header.jpg equals 10,462 right curly bracket. First for breaking news and analysis, compelling world news stories from NBC News journalists. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. About this blog archives. Email updates follow on Twitter subscribe to RSS. 87 comments. Print. 3 hours ago. U.S. orders embassy workers out of Beirut ahead of possible Syria strike. By Peter Alexander and Andrea Mitchell, NBC News. The United States has withdrawn all non-emergency embassy workers and their families from Beirut and warned Americans against travel to Lebanon amid looming military strikes on Syria, the State Department said Friday. It said the decision had been taken due to potential threats to U.S. mission facilities and personnel, and comes amid tension in the region over possible U.S.-led action. Given the current situation in Syria and the region, as well as potential threats to U.S. government facilities and personnel, we are taking these steps out of an abundance of caution to protect our employees and their families, and local employees and visitors to our facilities, a statement said. Advertise vertical bracket ad choices. We will continue to assess the situation and to adjust our security posture accordingly. It also gave U.S. embassy workers based in southeast Turkey the option to leave voluntarily. Beirut's main airport is still open and commercial flights out are still available. However, the State Department warned that should violence erupt suddenly, access to borders, airports, roads, and seaports can be interrupted with little or no warning. U.S. citizens in Lebanon should monitor ongoing political and security developments in Syria, as this may impact the security situation in Lebanon, it said, referring to the possibility of military intervention. The State Department in Thursday issued a warning against all non-essential travel for U.S. citizens in Iraq because of ongoing security concerns, including kidnapping and terrorist violence. In Turkey it advised people to avoid demonstrations and large gatherings. Meanwhile in Iraq, army personnel were being sent to beef up guard numbers along its border with Syria, a security source told NBC News. There was no comment on how many units were involved, but a day earlier a source said that Iraqi forces are implementing tight security along the border with Syria in anticipation of the American strike, and to ensure that there will be no infiltration of armed groups into Iraqi territory. The activity in the region comes as U.S. President Barack Obama met other world leaders in the final day